All right. Hey, wait a second. Are we live? Is this working, everybody? Yes. All right, let's do this. Satan's not going to hold us down. We're going to try this again. If you've been streaming with me long enough, you know I have more technical issues than anybody who's ever existed. I think it's just because CryptoBlades is ready to pop off. That's okay. I can handle anything. I'm just pulling everything up. I ended up just switching computers entirely, so it's all right. That's why it took a little bit longer. All right, we are going to be sharing. Let's do this. All right, is that working? It looks like it is. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We are just past Q1 of this year. We've done a whole bunch of stuff for CryptoBlades. We've done a whole bunch of stuff for the projects that we're incubating, for our Knighthood program, for our Bazaar marketplace. We have progress out the wazoo. I am here to tell you about all of that and share in some of the successes and share in where we're going as a platform with our tokens and everything like that. So thanks so much for joining us and for being patient with all the various technical difficulties. But you know, we're here for you guys. We love the community. I love the community, and I've been looking forward to doing this for a long time now. So here we go. All right. Looks like we have everything going and working. All right. So first off, 6 months ago, we were at an extremely challenging point as a project, protocol, token, all of the above. We jumped from 5,000 users to 500,000 users in the span of 2 weeks. Our entire original model had to get completely thrown out the window. Thankfully, many of you stuck with us, gave your feedback, provided us with insights that have been essential for what you see here, which is our user growth since last November. We were at just over 4,000 daily active users, and we are now over 30,000 daily active users on CryptoBlades, making steady increases over the months. And this has been with the help of our community, with our partnerships, with our Knighthood program, with our protocols that we've developed along the way. So thank you to all of our teams, especially the various development teams of all of our projects for doing that. But the reason I show you guys this is while other GameFi projects and protocols are losing users rapidly in some cases, we're still gaining. Why is that? We have a sustainable rewards model where we might not always pay the most or the best. I think we're extremely competitive with our ROIs, given where we're currently at with our entry prices and with our different offerings as far as being able to play on OKC, being able to play on Polygon. For our BSC users, as I've mentioned, we've done everything we can to provide different incentives through the Knighthood program to pay for higher gas costs and everything like that. But nonetheless, on every single front, it's almost like each chain is its own separate project because we are developing relationships with so many different protocols along the way. And through the help of many of these various protocols, we've been able to continue to grow our platform steadily, which is a huge value to people who are in the GameFi space, to the layer ones that we work with, and obviously then to our user base. Because for you guys, you not only have the value of being able to earn every single day, but your NFTs are maintaining value because you're able to earn with them, versus other projects that when they eventually fail, those NFTs now have lost a lot of their value, which is something that we're even doing something about with some of our additional protocols that have been in development. As I mentioned with our Knighthood program, ever since our first partnership with Project Oasis, we're still actively working with today. We are in touch with them and having meetings with them and following on some of the amazing things that they're doing, as well as all of the other projects, which I'll name off here. We have CryptoMeta, TryHard, BitHotel, Seedify, Age of Tanks, Monster, Cake Monster, and Monster Party. I almost said Monster Party because I've been playing that again since the last time that we chatted with them. Altura, Spintop, Hololoot, and Novacreed, which we're going to be talking about later today, have all created farms on the CryptoBlades platform. We've had over 420,000 in rewards added to the platform as a result of these partnerships, and we have more in the pipeline. So whenever you're kind of wondering what separates CryptoBlades from maybe other GameFi projects, it's this deep level of partnership that provides value for users, for us, and for the projects that we are partnered with. And these partnerships are all going to be even further deepened as we now open up our NFT bridging technology, as we open up our NFT marketplace technology for people to be able to incorporate all of these various NFTs in there. And then, of course, as we continue to work on our launchpad, where projects that we have already developed partnerships with that are not released yet can also have additional value for putting allocations on the CB launchpad that you guys as players can then be earning tokens that are at public sale prices instead of aftermarket prices, which we're very, very excited about. Let's go next. So as I mentioned, Bazaar Marketplace. For those of you who are new with us, Bazaar Marketplace wasn't always there. It used to just be a built-in NFT trading system within the CryptoBlades platform. We've since separated that out into its own standalone project. Right now, we have many CryptoBlades NFTs that are listed here, including characters, weapons. We now can sell junk on there too, because with the Quest system, junk has a large secondary market value. People can trade in junk for weapons and things like that. But additionally, we are opening up the Bazaar Marketplace to partner projects, which is currently in development, for them to be able to use this as a white label service. And what that means is that our skill holders can be adding utility for their investment or for their holdings, I should say, by a 10% fee on all of the marketplace transactions. And all of the partner projects can be keeping the 90% for themselves. So the utility that is gained specifically for the skill token is in that 10% of the sales prices, which gets directly pushed onto the treasury for skill. So that's the main key there. And we've always had that in our pipeline to open up our marketplace to these partner projects to take advantage of the volume of NFTs that are currently in the GameFi space. But additionally, this isn't just another NFT marketplace. So one of the ideas behind having it be white labeled is that projects can also define their own filters. They can define their own visuals. They can define what rarity means, what's special about it, right? If we put a CryptoBlades NFT on a secondary marketplace, which we are on many, and we support those thoroughly, they're not going to be able to show things like, well, what's the element of it, which is important, or what's the name of it even, which is also important. And those are the things that are configurable within our platform so that other projects who have other specific characteristics within GameFi, more than just images, can be showing those for those who want to window shop and things like that. So that's what's really exciting about the Bazaar marketplace, and why we think this marketplace service is going to be blowing up in the coming months as we add in more secondary NFTs. The NFT Bridge, another one of our very, very exciting projects. So we have over 100,000 NFTs that have been bridged so far, which is an amazing number. It completely outclasses any other NFT bridge that is in existence. It is completely based on the skill token, as you all know. For other projects that want to incorporate it, they're going to be buying skill token as well to utilize it. And the idea is that we are still providing one of the lowest cost bridging solutions for NFTs across chains, as well as be able to move over the actual smart contracts themselves. So for a lot of NFT bridges, you can only move the metadata. You can only move a URL from one to another. In our case, you can move everything from, as you've experienced with characters, you can have the reputation for them. With quests, you can have the levels, you can have the traits, and all of that extra stuff that resides within the smart contract that normally wouldn't just be provided in the metadata. So that's the main value add that we offer to partners, and that we're now actively driving business to in order to incorporate all of these different protocols and NFT collections onto our drawbridge. It will eventually be rebranded as. Quests. Now, for those of you who haven't had an opportunity to play with quests, this is a more recent feature that we've released. Quest is very exciting for us as a protocol because what it allows us to do is take a whole bunch of different kinds of NFTs and allow characters to upgrade their reputation, which gives them more and more reason to continue doing quests, while it also takes some NFTs out of circulation, providing better floor prices for all of our NFTs. And additionally, it's not just limited to our NFTs. If there's projects out there that you were a part of that have maybe long since been forgotten, but you're still holding what used to be very valuable NFTs, let us know. Because what we're doing in the near future is having those NFTs be brought to our platform. You can burn those and receive high quality weapons. You can receive reputation to continue to level up your characters in meaningful ways. And now this NFT that currently has no value to you can be brought here to give you some additional CryptoBlades rewards. And so this is one of our primary ways that we're trying to attract users from outside the CryptoBlades ecosystem who maybe haven't even used our protocol before. And now we can use this as a way to say, hey, everybody who's holding this, guess what? Limited time quest for 1 week or 2 weeks to bring your NFTs here, and now we can give you some CryptoBlades NFTs to start your journey with us and start earning every day. Because that's one of the primary things that's important to us, is that people realize, well, CryptoBlades might have had some issues 6-7 months ago, but for one, we've since paid back 100% of the debt that the users had accumulated and that we were tracking throughout the entire process. And now throughout all the multi-farms and throughout all of the chain deployments that we've done, we're now in a place where we are refilling that every month for users to come back and earn. And so that's the idea. We've been saying it, rewards are back, CB is back. You guys have heard it all, but that's what we're trying to do now, is reach back out to the GameFi community and bring everybody back home. Oh, and that's an amazing stat too that I forgot to even mention. We've had over 70,000 NFTs burned, and we have 57 different quests for people to participate in, which is truly amazing. That's some awesome adoption for our protocol, which was completely new, right? we didn't know how this was going to be. It's a very innovative kind of protocol to have to burn these NFTs to strengthen your other ones, and have this reputation. But thanks so much to the developers who were involved, especially Chrysaris and Pashdan, and any others who had a hand in this. But thank you guys so much, because this has been one of the most exciting new features that we've had all year. All right, we have PvP. So this is one that you guys have been hearing us talk about for months now. It's a challenge because there aren't very many products that have player versus player directly on layer 1. And those that do, it's always a challenge to find people to participate with, right? And with PvP, we've had a couple different rollouts. We had a beta test on OEC. We had initial launch across all chains. And we have a new update coming out in the near future where we're going to be offering a free-for-all brawl where everybody can join into one tier, and you'll be able to find people to do PvP against whenever you want. And we're hoping that that's going to really attract a lot of players here, give you something to do throughout the day after you've already used up all of your stamina. And of course, through the rebalancing, after our initial beta test results, we've collected tons of valuable information and released a lot of those numbers to you guys about how exactly the balance is working now, where we've added in a really cool feature that even if you don't have very good gear, when you win, your reputation is going to skyrocket. And so it's almost like a little bit of a lottery in a way, where you're going to be fighting, you're putting up some of your skill, but if you get really high up there, you're going to have a good chance at winning some of the reward pool. So we've already awarded over 1,000 skill to PvP players so far. We're continuing to move this product forward as we continue to want to encourage this sort of blockchain gaming esports in a way, and encourage people to play against each other instead of just against the smart chain. So this is something that we're going to continue to be working on in the near future. Go. So as you guys have already seen, we've had 3 different special weapons released, and throughout our time of working with different partners, different Knighthood program inductees, we've been developing these special weapons along the way. Take a look at how many of these we've had developed so far. So far, we've had 3 of them go live that are released already. We're going to be pushing out the rest of these, which we've blurred until the time is right, and we'll obviously announce which projects that they're associated with. But for those of you that don't know, you can earn shards by staking. You can also purchase these outright. It's one of the only ways that you can be purchasing, for example, a 5-star, at a guaranteed 5-star, which is really cool. I did a number of 5 stars for the alpha trailer release that we did here. I think I've actually bought 5 stars of all 3 of these, but the alpha trailer release I posted in the lounge, I think I got one of the best rolls. The only downside was that it was a fire trait, and I got completely pure earth traits. So, I would have liked to have a pure fire. I was going for it, but even I'm not a big enough whale to put out thousands and thousands of skill for a pure. But someone out there maybe will. Maybe Willie will. CB, keep burning. That is right. I love the chat. Whenever you see me pause, I'm just reading the messages, guys. I love when you guys are posting different things here, and I can't wait to get to towards the end of the stream. I can just be answering questions for you, but I'm going to keep going here. This is one of the most exciting things we have coming up this spring and this summer. So we are very excited to say that CryptoBlades is the official title sponsor of the PUBG Mobile Indonesia League. We're going to be having a lot more information coming up. This is a leak, a sneak peek. So there's a lot more information coming up from the PUBG Mobile Indonesian League team that we're working with. But I'm not going to leak too much. I'm going to wait for some more of the official information to come out. But this is something that's going to be providing potentially millions of eyeballs from the Southeast Asia region, particularly Indonesia, over the next 3+ months. and one of the most exciting partnerships that we've been able to develop as we start to delve a lot more into this esports realm and be introducing more and more people to blockchain gaming. All right, if you guys haven't already seen, we've got over $200,000 in King put back into the land staking. We've got it put back into the King staking. We are wanting to drive as many new people over to King as we start to develop more of CryptoBlades Kingdoms. As you guys have probably heard, we have had a very successful alpha that has just finished. We had over 10,000 different battles, probably 9,000 of those against me. And I am happy to say I did win some really, really good battles. I got to get a little sneak peek at the alpha build just prior. I learned two things. One, don't fuck with the barbarians because they will murder you. And two, well, don't fuck with the barbarians because they will murder you. I'll just say that. And prior to the alpha coming out, I actually had my entire squad completely demolished because we didn't even have the levels of the barbarian villages. But anyone who is participating in the alpha will probably tell you, if you think that having 2,000 plus units is going to keep you safe, good luck. Maybe you can take down a level 3 barbarian village, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, those levels are just, maybe one day we'll get there. But I had a ton of fun playing with it. I did a bunch of different attacks against people. As you guys probably saw on the leaderboards, there's tons and tons of strategy involved here, even with just the basic feature set. We even had some professional esports players who were coming in to test from some of our partners, specifically from the Tuzanye Guild. And pardon me if I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but I practiced it about 6 times before this live stream. But thank you guys for joining in and giving us your valuable feedback. This was just an early build. It's the first look at the playable CryptoBlades Kingdoms Alpha. This is a game that is just wrought with strategy and is putting blockchain gaming to the next level. And that's why we're putting out these high quality teasers. That's why we're putting out the best of the best team with beautiful visuals. We have tons of art coming, and of course tons of new features. So we really just had a lot of the building, a lot of the unit creation, a lot of the resource generation, and a lot of the battling that was being tested here. There were no major bugs as far as I'm aware of. I think one of our developers probably crashed the game, if I remember correctly. But I think they were able to bring it up, and I don't think it even really was noticeable to the end users. So there's great progress from a development standpoint on it. And of course, there was the whole social element of I was getting messages from people like, "Oh, just wait if you are, if you think you can just take me down." I think I kept attacking Strawberry Coco, and then I had like 5 other people, probably from Levitate's guild, come after me, and they destroyed me the whole rest of the game. But nonetheless, like I said, tons of fun. We're super excited about this product, and you can look forward to the CBK Village Builder coming up soon too, which is another way that you can be utilizing your NFT lands to be earning through King rewards and be earning through even skill and NFT rewards. Where as you build up your village, you're going to be getting even some permanent bonuses once CryptoBlades Kingdoms is released. So think of that almost like totally gamified NFT staking. So very excited about that feature, which is something that you'll be able to play while our developers continue to work on the full CryptoBlades Kingdoms alpha. I'm sorry, CryptoBlades Kingdoms game. As I mentioned, the CryptoBlades Kingdoms teaser is released. So the full trailer is coming this summer with the same partners that we worked with to create the teaser. This is a absolutely beautiful representation of the quality that we're going for in the marketing materials for CryptoBlades Kingdoms, and the level of quality that we're going for in the brand as a whole. We want to be putting the best foot forward, that when people think of CryptoBlades, they think the best of the best. I think I said something like, AAA quality is so yesterday and Hollywood quality is today, and that's, whether you're a fan of Hollywood or not, just know what we're going for is sort of that major beautiful mass appeal while also being very true to our brand, putting Easter eggs in it. You guys could probably gather the strength of the different weapons that were being used and so on. So very excited about that. All right, we have our skill 1 year anniversary coming up, which is going to be, as you guys already saw, we have a brand new simplified skill token logo. We've got some new merch that's on the merch store. We're going to be having a contest, which we'll send you more information about, called Show Off Your Skills. Now, this is really cool for a couple reasons. Obviously, there's the wordplay of skill, but also what we want to see is, what's our community capable of? What are you guys? I'm sure that there's thousands upon thousands of very specific, awesome things about our community that we want to share. And we want to give you guys a platform to be able to share that too. Whether you're singing or whether you're, maybe you're very musically inclined, or maybe it's even esports, or maybe it's athleticism, maybe it's creativity and artistic. We just want to see what you guys are passionate about. And we're going to be using this 1 year anniversary to showcase our community and the different skills that you guys have to offer. So stay tuned for more information on that. And I believe that is the information there. I'm just double checking because I don't want to miss anything on it. But we're very, very excited about the 1 year anniversary. All right, so what is in the future of CryptoBlades? So we shared a ton of stuff that we've been working on over the course of the past 3 to 6 months. And where are we heading? Is that all? Is that all we've got? Hell no. We have tons more coming at you over the next 3 months as a protocol, as a platform, from our token, from our marketing. Obviously, I mentioned one of our biggest marketing partnerships with PMIL. And that's going to be putting us in front of millions of different viewers over the course of 3 months. We're partnering with multiple different protocols, even in the Indonesian area, to be able to drive attention to blockchain gaming, because we see that as a community that is currently really untapped, but has a lot of potential for blockchain gaming. We have some really awesome partnerships that are coming up that we've already announced, but that we'll be continuing to drive closer relationships with. Some of these projects in particular are Gates of Eternity, Toyo, House of Goblins, Sugar Kingdom. We have more coming up with SpinTop. We have Guild Management with Take Us. We have Engine Protocol with their Efinity blockchain platform. It's their own layer 1 that we're going to be moving CryptoBlades or deploying CryptoBlades to over the coming months as they continue to develop their protocol. That's really exciting because they have native support for NFTs, meaning just like BNB is very cheap to move on BNB chain, NFTs are very cheap to move and interact with on Efinity. And as a game that totally operates on NFT burning and on NFT minting, that's exceptionally important to us. And it also will allow us that interoperability with Polkadot, which is a multi-chain. It supports many different parachains. So much like we can operate with different protocols within a given layer 1, the parachains can have this built-in interoperability with each other. So we can have access to things like Moon River, etc., which are all through and added to Polkadot over the coming months. Additionally, we have a very exciting partnership with Solido Games, who is developing an amazing GameFi aggregator and tooling around that, which we're going to be sharing more information about. I just got off a call with them this morning, actually, and wanted to just mention them because they're a really awesome protocol that's up and coming. And then, of course, we have Hololoot that we're doing the NFT drop with on the 11th, and we're also working with them for 3D assets and 3D translation of our existing NFTs, and working within their AR application to be able to give you guys sort of this amazing mix between the digital and the physical. So very excited about that. And then of course we have Nova Creed, which we're going to be talking a little bit more about today, later today on stream. And also very excited to mention, for those of you that don't know, SpinTop, Hallelujah, and Nova Creed have officially come on board as Knighthood members, which means they're going to get built-in or automatic access to things like our NFT bridge and our Bazaar marketplace. All right. I think that's pretty much everything that we have. Oh, wait a second. No, it's not. I gotta share my audio here. Oh wait, who's that?
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say thank you for being a friend. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend. That's just a fun video that our amazing CMO Aaron wanted to put together, and then the marketing team, who's been amazing over the past, really since we brought on additional marketing friends from day one. You know who they are. We got Levitate, we got Julian, we got Aaron, we got Daniel. And of course, our amazing moderator community who helps us with keeping you guys informed and supporting you all. It's just kind of a fun way to just show off some of the positivity, right? Because especially in this space, there's not a lot of that. So we're going to be pushing this out. We definitely want you guys to be sharing this positivity, because not only does it show some of the really bright side of CryptoBlades, but it's just a fun way to kind of keep everybody entertained, and it's kind of silly, obviously. So we're just wanting to put out exactly what CryptoBlades is all about, right? And that's coming in, being a part of the community through ups, through downs, and you get to earn along the way. And what more can you ask for there? Oh, there we go. Thanks, Nick. So Nick, our wonderful COO, who put this entire thing together, he said, oh yeah, make sure you delete that last one. I said, no, I'm going to keep it. That was just his little good wishes to me. But anyways, guys, super excited about what we have coming up this year. There's a lot that is part of our very near future, including Aurora Chain and NFT minting price updates, which are all going to be completely automated finally. Obviously, during this time of recovery, we've kept everything fairly cheap for users to come in and be able to mint as much as they like and get back into the features. But for those of you who are currently NFT holders, that's a huge thing that's really coming up soon, is that these prices are going to be driven up as the demand for CryptoBlades drives up. And then, of course, as we continue to support more chains like Aurora, who gave us a grant, we're very gracious to them for spending the time helping us get set up with DEXs and everything. That's going to be coming in the very near future. I already mentioned the CBK Village Builder. So, and then of course we have more and more updates that are going to be coming with CryptoBlades Kingdoms that we'll be sharing with you guys as we have those released. But for now, I'm going to hand it back over to the community here. If you guys have any questions, I can spend some time answering anything specific for you guys. So let's go ahead and turn it back over to the chat. Oh, and by the way, the minting price is not Oracle based. So I did see a comment about that. It's actually completely based on demand, very similar to how the treasury works. So we're going to have a floor price instituted, which then is sort of the base for the calculation. If we have a very high demand for the NFTs getting minted, they will go up organically. And then the floor prices will readjust, and so on and so forth. So it's very novel. No other blockchain game is doing their NFT prices that way. We've spent a lot of time just figuring out how can we do this in a way that it doesn't require constant management from our team, that we can just let the decentralized community determine the price, much like an automated market maker. And that's what we're doing for our NFTs. So that's very exciting. OEC and HECO treasury updates. I can tell you that OEC in particular has been helping us to connect with a number of projects, which we're hoping to get on the multi-farm very soon. As far as HECO, there are some challenges there, which I will be posting very soon today. I kind of let out some updates yesterday about that. We're going to be coming up with some solutions as a team, but I will keep you updated there. Just know that as we continue to onboard more and more Layer 1 partners and Layer 2 partners, there's going to be a variety of low-cost chains for you guys to utilize. And with that is also going to be additional partnerships with other projects who can be populating the multi-farm and taking advantage of the very high user base that we have on these low-cost farms. All right, for the Launchpad, I can definitely give some more information about that. So our Launchpad is going to be based on two different qualifiers. One is holding skill. So as you know, typically with launch, or if you don't know, typically with Launchpads, if you hold a certain amount of the native tokens, you qualify for different tiers. That means that those who hold a certain amount of skill tokens will be able to qualify for purchasing the public sale tokens outright from the Launchpad. But additionally, one of the things we're most excited about is we're inventing, I guess you could say, play to invest, which really allows you to learn about new tokens that are coming up, qualify to purchase those tokens based on how much unclaimed skill you had, which is only able to be acquired through, for example, combat. And it allows players who otherwise wouldn't be able to maybe afford very much of these newer tokens and to buy into them if they would like. And so those are the two main ways. We're very excited about what it's going to do for the skill token, as now there is even more reason to actually hold and stake skill in high amounts, because typically the amount that you would qualify for would be roughly 5 to 10% of the tokens that you hold. And so for those people who are currently holding a token that isn't generating them any sort of value, they can move that value into skill, and then they can be purchasing some of these Launchpad allocations, which is very exciting. Rent system. Absolutely. So we're going to be partnering with a number of different protocols, actually. But the first one that we're currently working with is Take Us. That is going to provide a completely separate solution, non-custodial for renting NFTs, specifically CryptoBlades NFTs, and being able to allow other players who don't have those NFTs to play for you. So that's currently in the works. We're currently looking into upgrading the contracts of our existing NFTs, much like what we're doing for adding support for Bazaar Market for our existing NFTs. And once we have a better idea of that, we'll give you guys a closer timeline. But that's currently being looked at by the development team and is a way for us to not have to build it ourselves. We can be utilizing some third-party resources to handle that for us with some basic contract updates on our end. So that's very exciting news. It means you don't have to wait for us to start developing it. There's already solutions out there, and we're very excited to start providing some NFTs for rent there. Skill change to another token? Absolutely not. It has been discussed of upgrading the token, which would actually involve sending all of the existing token holders the new token and then refilling the liquidity pools with the new token. But aside from that, we're not doing any other token release specifically for the Launchpad, for Bazaar, for the NFT bridge. It will all be skill. If you're a skill holder, you can be rest assured that the entire future of our platform as a whole is represented by that token. Master Builder rewards, I will update you guys on that after the stream. And what I mean by the skill token upgrade, all that means is if there is any functionality, which of course would be voted on by the current skill holders, so this isn't something that would be determined by us. If there is any upgrade to the functionality, like if we wanted to have a fee go towards reward pools or anything like that, that's not a decision that we would make. We would leave that up to the existing skill holders, and if and when that happens, everybody who holds skill token would automatically receive the updates. So there's nothing to worry about there. Would you say the minting prices are undervalued right now? Absolutely, yes. That's the reason why we're automating the upgrade of it, because then users can decide for themselves on a macro scale. If a lot of people start minting the NFTs, the prices go up. If the demand wanes over a time, it would settle back down to a floor price, much like what the Treasury does, where that goes up and down based on the earnings. Skincare reveal. I did have a facial a few weeks ago. I think maybe you guys are noticing my glow, right? Any future plans on changing the power caps? If you're talking about souls, there are no future plans to upgrade that system as a whole. The amount that you can do with souls it goes up as you level. We don't intend to change that. Are you a fan of Red Hot Chili Peppers? Yes, absolutely. And yes, I was very sad to hear about their drummer recently as well. Are we safe from hacking? Oh, and I'm sorry. I was thinking Foo Fighters. There is nothing wrong with the Red Hot Chili Peppers drummer. My mistake. But I am a fan of both of them, Foo Fighters and Red Hot Chili Peppers. Are we safe from hacking? Yes, in the sense that we've been in a protocol for a year. In transparency, the only exploit that we've had was for people to mint 5-star weapons at a higher rate than was initially intended. And that was something that has been in the works as far as a solution for a very long time. And I'm glad that you brought that up too, because there's actually been multiple updates that have been released to prevent anything like that from happening with the rest of our NFTs. For example, with the recent special weapons system, we have a brand new safe random contract that's developed completely in-house, which is actually, I won't give all the details away, but it's seeded at a very frequent basis based on other activity within our protocol that can't be determined or guessed by a random hacker, which makes it far, far, far more difficult for anybody to have any issue like that. Secondly, the way that we use our farming and our specifically our bridging too is entirely safe from hacking as far as we're aware. Obviously, 0-day hacks are out there, but everything that we push out is audited and verified by multiple different team members, tested significantly within our own testnet. When there are any and I will say there was one exploit in a way where we had one user in particular who wasn't even an exploit really. We had a feature that was on a contract that they used, and they got 1 or 2 extra levels out of it, and then we ended up removing it. So that's just the full transparency there. We are as far as hacks go, I would venture to say we are the safest and have the best proven track record over the past year of being a safe GameFi protocol, since we've never had a massive hack whatsoever. What hardware do you recommend for storing Scale King and CryptoBlades NFTs? Definitely anything that doesn't reside on directly within a Web3 wallet. And the reason that is not because a Web 3.0 MetaMask wallet is somehow unsafe, but it's the use of it that can be unsafe. Meaning, if for example there is a phishing attack, if somebody does create a CryptoBlades.com, right? Like people have been doing crazy things like that. They can mimic the exact site. It's really unreal, but they can do that. And then when you connect your Web 3.0 wallet, now you have basically given them permission over your assets. And the idea behind, especially the hardware wallets, is you need to have that in your possession. Plug it in. We are constantly trying to educate you guys on what to look for about not just connecting to any wallet. The only time it can be hacked in a way is just through social hacking, right? Getting users confused or phishing attacks or things like that. And so you guys have probably seen dozens and dozens of updates from our end about, different things that people are doing to, try and get at your guys' assets. And so that's definitely something that we are very aware of. Always bookmark CryptoBlades official URL and only log in from this bookmark. Wonderful. That's a wonderful recommendation. Any good news for Polychain users? Yes, well, some of our upcoming Knighthood partners are actually on Polychain. Will there be any chance that you'll remove a chain? Yes, possibly. And when that happens, we will do our best to make it extremely cheap for users to move to another chain. It's not 100% set in stone exactly what that would look like, but it's a discussion that we're going to be having with the development team if it ever is the case. What do I target for skill price? Well, I think we're competitive with just about any GameFi project out there. If you look at daily active users, we're top 10, sometimes even top 5 in the world for daily active users. Our high end of projections for the token price would be in line with any number of those projects. From the standpoint of gaming guild adoption, we're working with guild management tools like Take Us to be moving those users over to CryptoBlades as we speak, because we are the only, in many cases, safe investment option for these gaming guilds at the prices that we offer and at the sustainability of our earnings too. I would even venture to say to be wary of multi-token GameFi earnings, because if you can't create sustainability for your initial token and you release another token for that same game, that's not really going to solve the problem, right? If users are all earning and selling one token without any demand for that one token, we've all seen what can happen. When we have the success of skill token, for example, even at very lows like we're at now, of course, we're still over 10 times what our all-time low was, but even at the lows that we're at now, users are earning just fine. And so there's a lot to be said for maintaining one token economy, continuing to drive utility and demand for that one token, which is why even during a bear market, other projects were losing users and we were gaining them. Is it possible the partner tokens can return to the treasury? Yes, absolutely. So this is a great way for these projects to get in front of the exact kinds of users that they are trying to gain and retain. And so we have had some of our partners reach out about refilling this during certain feature sets. All right, we got another minute or two here to continue to answer some questions. So far, this has been really wonderful, and I think we topped out at almost 500 users across Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, which is thrilling to me. I love to be able to meet with you guys this way and chat with you. Where can you see CB in 2 years? That is a wonderful question. And is that one of our developers who's like, they want, oh no, that's just a community member. So as you guys have seen, CryptoBlades has started out as a single play to earn game, right? We had very few feature sets. We had characters and we had weapons, and you could buy the characters, buy the weapons, earn some skill. Now I think you guys have kind of seen where we're going, that we're actually building the infrastructure that the entire GameFi world will reside on. That's where we're going. Whether that means a layer 1 is in our future, which is a possibility and something that we've discussed. Whether that means an exchange is in our future, that's something that we've discussed. Already, we have the NFT bridging. That's essential for GameFi as more and more chains become competitive with each other. We already launched on 5, soon to be 6, soon to be 7. We're even in talks with 8 and 9. And nobody else has the resources to do that because they don't have the development team that we have. When you are looking at a project or protocol, of which there are many good ones, look at the team, look at what they've done. Why is it that most of them can't launch on multiple chains? They don't have the experience, and they don't have even a lot of times the technical capability that we have. Our development team, at times you might think they're developing things at a little too slow of a pace, etc. I've even been at times guilty of setting specific dates for our developers to meet and things like that. But at the end of the day, we're creating the best products in the world, hands down. Our NFT bridge has more NFTs bridged safely than any other NFT bridge protocol, you name it. Our Bazaar marketplace has single-handedly more NFTs transacted on it than even OpenSea, which is amazing to me. And that's only with CryptoBlades NFTs, right? But we're going to be having more and more continue to flow through there. And so we've already built the APIs and the infrastructure to be able to support that. And Bazaar Marketplace is on 5 different smart chains right now. And the business development pipeline is exploding with projects that want to get listed on there. Look at what we're doing with our Quest system. If a project is brand new and they want to incentivize users to come from CryptoBlades to go to their project, great. Give us a pool of your NFTs. We're happy to work with you. Create a multi-farm. We're happy to work with you. We have one of the most valuable things in the blockchain world, and that's an excited user base who loves to learn about new games. And we have an amazing team that can curate these projects, because for every 10 projects that we get to create a multi-farm, only one of them actually gets a multi-farm. So we are really turning down money more than we're taking money in. Why? Because these are partnerships that are long-term valuable to us, and that in many times we're taking a stake in or meeting with on a weekly basis for co-marketing, partnerships, product development. Okay, these are very exciting things for us. And eventually what you'll see is that people are coming to the CB platform not just to play the game, but this is a gamified game platform where you can do all kinds of things with all different kinds of games. And it's all based on these fun characters that we all have. In 2 years, we are certainly going to have metaverse experiences that you can participate in through what we're working on with the land NFTs and Omnis, which I've shared a little bit about with you guys. That's all currently in early development, but again, no timeline. Why? Because when we release it, it will be the best. And that's why we are very, very long on skill. We're very, very long on King. And our team is able to do things that nobody else in the world can do. And that is our strength. And that's why in 2 years, as much as I'm saying and as high as I'm setting the bar, I know from a product standpoint, we will even exceed that. Play the guitar. All right, maybe for next week I will record some guitar though. All right, population of one chain moves to another chain, the multiplier will most likely get lower. Any thoughts on this? We would just move the funding that we have from that chain to the other chains proportionally. So we aren't expecting that there's going to be, just that those funds are just gone, right? Those are still funds that we have available to push out for rewards in other places. And so you don't have to worry that it's going to go from 0.5 to 0.25. And another thing I'll say, and one thing that I have discussed with the development team and that we will continue the discussion on, is the multiplier isn't even the most effective way to determine the health of the ecosystem. The multiplier is a representation for the back end as far as we're concerned. The actual value is the dollar amount, right? So if you're looking to get the most dollar for your unclaimed, look for the dollar amount. Don't look at the multiplier, right? If you're at a 0.2 multiplier, but you're going to make $20 because that token just had a crazy, run, get the $20, right? Don't get the just because it's a 0.2 multiplier. It's completely irrelevant to the actual price of the tokens. And so the multiplier, yes, it's a good measure of, is it higher, is it lower, but so is the price. And as long as we're paying out profits, which we are, that's the key metric that you should be thinking about. Can we maintain some stability if the skill price goes to 1,000, example, and you pay $100 per 200 stamina? Pay $100 per 200 stamina. Oh, if we pay 100. So one of the things with the multi-farm too is as the price of the token goes up, more users are actually going to come in. So it will self-regulate. And of course, that's why we say hold your own claim and hold your skill, sell your other tokens, because the skill only has one direction to go, based on what we're doing from our business plan standpoint that we're very open with you guys about, based on our vision for the project. And skill obviously can be used to double down on your NFTs, right? If you want to be upgrading your NFTs, obtaining more. I mean, I will say this with certainty, the people who have used their skill to get more characters are the ones who are making the most right now, with 100% certainty, not the ones who are selling all of it. If you can hold, great. If you can't, also support it, right? That's the beautiful thing about it. But from my advice, you definitely want to be taking what you can, especially at these prices. All right, everybody. This was super exciting and fun to be able to connect with all of you. I am going to cut the stream here, get ready for Nova Creed in about 45 minutes here. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks for being a friend. Make sure that you guys check out the video and push that out. Make sure that all of you go to our various socials, especially Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, and like and subscribe and push those. I don't ask you guys to do that often, but I do ask you guys to do this now, because we're in a very critical space where we're doing a lot of really big things. I want everybody to know about it, and we have amazing things to share. So help get the word out there. Like, comment, retweet, all of that good stuff. If you want to help us out in some other way, maybe you're an influencer or a content creator or a gamer, or you want to start a guild, reach out. We have resources to work directly with you guys, and we want to work with you. And of course, if you're just a gamer, we still look at the Hello Next, dig up the old link for that, post all of your ideas there. That's how we can track and create issues for it and get it in front of the development team. And always, thanks so much. Love you all, and I'll talk soon.